Hey guys, we're back for another breakdown here, and we're going to be breaking down the Vikings, alright? They're going to be my second ranked NFC North team up in here. So taking a look at the quarterback position, Vikings fans, don't get mad, but I feel like Kirk Cousins might be a little bit overrated coming in here, People not talking that highly of him, but after he joins the Vikings, he's a little overrated, I believe. Not by his ratings, but just of what people are trying to expect out of him. So I'm just trying to let you guys know, don't expect the world out of him. I'm not saying he's not going to perform great, but don't expect a huge upgrade from Case Keenum. But anyway, back to Madden. We got him. He doesn't have the best accuracy ratings, to be honest. His accuracy ratings are average, I would say. They're not, they're a little above average, definitely, I would say. The short accuracy is average, but medium deep's a little above. His release felt a little slow, so I'm not sure what that's about. Sometimes it changes on when I load into Madden. I'm not sure what that's about. Like, sometimes the releases will go faster or slower. It might just be my PlayStation, but I am running a PS4 Pro. But, yeah, I feel like he still is going to be able to upgrade a little bit, so I feel like his rating's going to end up about probably an 87, 88 overall, depending on how well he upgrades. But, he got a huge freaking contract, so that's going to be a little rough, because that's guaranteed money, so especially for Madden, that's going to be a little tough. So that's my thoughts on the quarterback position. Now moving on to a more positive note for Minnesota, you have Dalvin Cook, who... It was really sad last year when he tore his, his ACL, I believe. I believe he's going to come back good, though. Everybody's saying in Minnesota he will. His injury is not really low, so you shouldn't have to worry about that as much in Madden. I really like his ratings, though, for Madden. He's got really good speed. He's not going to be more of a power back. He's going to be more of a balanced overall running back. He can really do a lot of the stuff you need him to. He's going to have a decent truck rating, decent juke, spin move, and stiff arm, so it really leaves to what you want from him. You can kind of upgrade to whatever archetype you have or for him with how the new upgrade system works. So really it's going to be up to you how you do that. Then you move to your other backup running back. Your number 2 running back, Latavius Murray, had a pretty good year last year, to be honest. He really surprised people once Dalvin Cook went down. When he was with Oakland, he was pretty good as well, so he's definitely going to be a great duo there with Dalvin Cook. I believe he adds more power to the run game, which I think is going to be a nice duo there in Minnesota. Now taking a look at that top 2 wide receivers for you, have Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen, who I really like. We'll see if they have the same connection with Kirk Cousins that they did Case Keenum, but I like their skills. They obviously have great hands. Stephon Diggs going to be a little bit more elusive than Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen's going to be a little bit more of a possession wide receiver. But I like them as a duo, to be honest. They're going to be a great a little bit more speed duo with Stephon Diggs and elusiveness. Obviously they had that freaking amazing play against the Saints last year in the playoffs. But he's got good hands as well. He's definitely going to be able to be... I feel like he's definitely going to be your number 1 receiver. Adam Thielen's going to be 2, but you can switch it in and out, see how you like it more. Adam Thielen's going to be that more possession guy, but he can have that speed at times as well, so you can see how he works out for you. And then your slot guy is going to be Kendall Wright, who I like. He is getting up there in age a little bit as well, so maybe look for a more faster slot guy from draft or free agency. Then your tight end, Kyle Rudolph. I like him. He's definitely going to be a reliable target for Kirk Cousins. I like his skills. He's going to have good route running. He's going to be reliable, and he should be able to help in the run block and pass blocking game a little bit as well for you. And I like his speed. He doesn't have breakaway speed, but he definitely has the upper echelon of speed. Not like Travis Kelce, but he still has good speed for that tight end position. Now taking a look at Minnesota's offensive line, you have Riley Reiff, who's going to be a serviceable left tackle for you. He should be able to last a little bit, but definitely not going to be elite. Your interior offensive lineman is, to be honest, not going to be that good. Your center has a 75 overall, but awareness is not that high. Then you go to your right tackle, and he's going to be, not the best. He doesn't have the best impact block either. But your tackles should be serviceable. Your interior offensive linemen probably need upgraded. You know, Minnesota kind of had a little bit of a makeshift offensive line, kind of moving people around last year, testing it out, and they don't have the best of ratings in Madden, which definitely isn't going to be good, because I believe offensive line is going to be much more important this year than it ever has been, especially in the NFC. But I just feel like the offensive line awareness is going to play a big deal, like they've been saying in the new features for Madden. So that's going to be a little tough, especially for the interior offensive linemen. I would definitely look to upgrade that as soon as possible. And now we're taking a look at the defensive line. You obviously got Danielle Hunter, who's going to be able to get after the passer. He's going to be a monster for you. You got Everson Griffin, who's going to be really just, he's going to be a monster at that right end position for you. Then you go to defensive tackle. You obviously have Linville Joseph, who's going to be a great run stopper and pass rusher. And then you got the addition of Sheldon Richardson. And that's going to be a huge deal, especially with how the new thing is going, you know, where they like to substitute people out, keep them fresh. He's going to add a whole nother type of ferociousness to that defensive line there in Minnesota. I like that defensive line a lot. You got Danielle Hunter, you got Everson Griffin, Linval Joseph, Sheldon Richardson. I mean, that's really going to be nasty, to be honest. You're going to be able to get after the passer really good. You shouldn't have to worry about upgrading the defensive line at all. Your starters should all be able to stay there for a while. What I would do if I was you is just draft more pass rushers so you can get those better substitutions. So it's like when you're substituting somebody, it's the equivalent of a starter. So it's just like you have insane freaking substitutions and keep your guys fresh, you know. You'd always want to keep your pass rushers fresh. So that would be my advice to you guys if you're playing with Minnesota. Now, taking a look at the linebackers, your left outside linebacker is definitely going to be the weakest of your linebackers with not great speed. He can still last because when you look at the other linebackers like Anthony Barr, he's going to have good speed. He's going to be able to make tackles over the middle. And then you got Eric Kendricks, who's also going to be a speedy linebacker. So they make up for that left outside linebacker, but I would still, if you get a chance and you see maybe just a left outside linebacker for the 4-3, like the Vikings run, you know, if you find a good tackler with good speed, definitely try to pick him up for the left outside linebacking position. But your middle linebacker and right outside linebacker is definitely going to be good. I like that linebacking core there in Minnesota, especially for the 4-3. They have the speed that you need. You know, they're going to have great speed for you, and I really like that linebacking core there. And now taking a look at the cornerback position, you have Rhodes closed, Xavier Rhodes up in here. Elite cornerback, can match up with the best of them. Had a pretty good matchup with Antonio Brown and held Antonio Brown out a little bit. I mean, Antonio Brown did make some catches in their game, but he held his own, to be honest. Then you have Trey Waynes, who has great speed. He's really going to be able to be that number 2 cornerback for you there in Minnesota. And then Terrence Newman for the slot. He might retire after the first year. Definitely, I would look for a slot cornerback to go there in Minnesota to just really make that shutout cornerback group in Minnesota even more deadly, because they already have Xavier Rhodes, who's elite, and you know they have Trey Waynes, who's got that speed. And then if you get a slot cornerback, you're talking about just an elite group of cornerbacks there in Minnesota. And lastly but not least, we're going to take a look at the safeties here. You got Harrison Smith, who's going to be a good free safety for you. He doesn't have the best speed, but he's got an 87 speed, which I would say is about average at the safety position. Then but he's going to make up for it with his zone coverage, play recognition, and just, you know, he's got some pretty good hit power as well. So I like Harrison Smith there at the free safety position. Then you look at Andrew Sendejo. His speed is not great, to be honest, at all. I don't know if I like him as strong safety. Like, he's got some good ratings, but that speed really is going to be a killer for me. Because if they get past that, I just don't see him being able to catch up with a lot of people back there. Because, I mean, now that Taylor Gabriel's in the division, say, he just hits a straight route, I just don't see him being able to cut off that route and stopping him. That speed's really low. I mean, he does have good tackling and hit power, but to be honest, that speed is going to be a real killer for me. So that's what I think about Minnesota. So let me know what you guys think too. And they're going to be my second ranked team. So you guys obviously know who the number 1 ranked team is going to be now. So we'll be making a video on the Packers, and that should be up later. Either today or tomorrow it will be up. But I hope you guys are enjoying this series, because I am. I'm really excited for Madden. I'm going to have a franchise reveal within the next few days. I've narrowed it down to a few teams. Now I'm just trying to, you know, see which team's going to be the hardest, because I like my rebuilds to be hard. In case you guys are wondering what I do, I just do a CFM, and I usually play on all Madden with sliders if the all Madden difficulty isn't hard enough. So I like it to be challenging and stuff, and I just like to do like a full-on rebuild. So I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I will see you guys next episode. Peace out.